Yippee!
Hello, hello, and welcome back. Alright, so now that we're here, now that we're live, uh, like I said before, anything that you guys want to do, just type it up into the roleplay channel because we won't be doing any more. We won't be spending any more time on it. Uh, Hello, you guys, welcome back. Glad to have you. Before we get started, can I get a recap from someone?
I can in 1 second. Let me just dump this water out. Sorry.
Guys.
You just read up what Stone of Good Luck does, and that's really that's really good.
Oh, we don't have any notes of the ending of last session.
Is it not in the player resources? References?
Nah, I didn't want to miss any details, but I mean, basically, we managed to. Let's see, this ends at them flying up. So, yeah, they tried to get away on a ship, and we chased after, went onto the ship, fought them, and we killed the big bad. Then after that, we landed that same ship, worked out a deal with the pirate captains and things to leave the village. And we left. And as we were flying back to report to the guild with Pesh, we have encountered a ship full of, it's a trade ship full of all kinds of great magical items.
Where did you
Sorry,
want to put that we
did I
bought
miss
some?
the... Oh, in roleplay. Did I miss the recap?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Sorry, I was dealing with cats who were indecisive and kept wanting to go in and out of the room. Alright, thank you for giving me the recap. Go ahead and add a point of inspiration.
Yay!
And yeah. Okay. Having concluded your business with Maestro Caspian's trading company, their trade ship undocks and starts to sail off to their destination. The rest of your trip, the next couple of days, back to Rote, are fairly uneventful. Was there anything anyone wanted to do during the travel, or?
I want to attune to my new instrument.
Same.
Yes, I must attune to my new gem. That
Okay.
and
What did you?
also probably gonna put some more downtime into my progress on Abyssal.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and add 4 days, because it was a 4-day travel. Of progress towards landing Abyssal.
Keep forgetting what I'm doing halfway through doing it.
So, roll down. Alright. Then you guys return to the city of Rote. To bring the head of this criminal back to Pesha's guild. As you walk through the streets, heading back to the Zendrick cuisine shop, in which the Pesh guild is hidden underneath. What's everyone's passwords?
16.
15.
19.
15.
Okay. Thane and Istasra, as you guys are walking back through the streets, it's almost the middle of the day, but the streets here are pretty quiet. Too quiet, almost. It feels as though you're being watched by a few silent observers on the streets, despite their best efforts to hide it. Heading into the cuisine shop itself is similarly empty, aside from one employee sitting at the register, looking bored.
Can we tell where this sensation is coming from?
Of
Like, whatever we're perceiving of being watched, you said?
yeah, you noticed
either-
like a few silent observers on the street just kind of watching you out of the corner of your eyes as you walked through.
Just like randos? Are they like
They seem like random
You-
people just like standing as if they're having conversation, but they're not really doing anything, or they're just kind of watching. Just here and there, down the whole street.
Hmm.
Do you guys tell us, or are we left in the dark on this?
I'm not gonna say anything while we're out in the open.
Being watched. Yeah, no, smart idea. I was tempted just to cast Fog Cloud in the street just to, spice
No.
things up.
Yeah, attract more attention. Probably just these are just like all regular people, right? They just look like
Do you want to give me an insight check?
we're just freaky and weird to them. We're just strangers in a strange place.
Attract attention. I love attention.
22.
22. Okay. You can tell most of these people, they're like dressed up to look like regular people, but you can tell that they are all copper-plated warforged.
Ooh.
That is a concern.
Hmm.
If it was just a bunch of random people, sure, but the fact that they're all copper-plated warforged.
Do I clock Estasra clocking it?
Can you give me a history check as well? Probably not, unless she tells you something. But yeah, can you give me a history check?
21.
21.
Don't
You
do
remember from your last time here, in Rote, that the coppers are a big part of the police force
Oh.
here in Rote. They're warforged that are copper plated, that are like specific, or that were specifically made to serve in the police force, and then most of them stayed with the Treaty of Thronehold and were just given actual positions.
Okay. Okay. I have an idea now.
Yeah, let's get out of the middle of the street for sure. Where were we headed?
Down to Pesh HQ.
We might not want to go straight there. We definitely might not want to go straight there.
No, definitely. Should we
I have an idea.
split up?
I will
Probably tell
pull
the
out.
2 people that haven't noticed.
Hang on a minute. Should we split up
Hold.
and take them?
I'm gonna pull out a paper, and then I'm gonna use my Illuminator's tattoo. All right.
You're gonna do hella suspicious magic right in the middle of the street?
So the
Are we
Illuminator's tattoo, I believe, lets him just kind of finger write on a piece of paper and make ink that...
Only specific people can see.
Mhm. So it looks like he's writing a note, basically, but then if anyone else were to look at it, it would be invisible.
All right. Okay, so I can only notify one person. But I'm gonna scribble down. We're being watched by the coppers. And I'm going to say Lorvor's name under my breath. And then I'm going to hand him the paper and be like, hey, can you look over our expenses for the month?
Oh. Sure. Uh. Oh, yeah. Just, yeah. Can I... Oh. Do you and any...
Don't both of you know the... No, only one of you is a rogue. That's right.
I know
You're both
illusory
rangers,
script
that's
and
the one.
thieves can't. Yeah. Do I know about the Illuminator's tattoo? Can I kind
I
of figure
used
that
it
out?
once before.
Yeah, but I don't
So
think he
you
handed
can
me.
see the... You can see... If he's designating
can
you
see
as a
it.
target, you can see the writing.
Yeah, my question is, that fuck it. I'm just gonna cast message kind of on the sly to forgetting character names. Jesus Christ, I need to get more sleep.
Bane, Pesh, or Ireland?
Eberron. And just pass on the message. And then I'm gonna cast again to Pesh. Pass on the message and ask what he knows about it.
That's weird. Maybe they're bored. I don't know why they would be watching us. Wait, no one's holding the head, right?
We gave it.
He obviously turns around and looks at everyone, makes sure that it's in a bag or something.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Pesh has it. Last I checked.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's in the bag. That's the bag on his side. Yeah, it's there. I can feel it.
All right. Message to Astastra. Plan?
no idea. Just make sure Fane knows. I'm coming up with something to escape.
Sasra, your passive perception is actually really high. It's 19, isn't it?
Yeah.
You also notice along a couple of the rooftops lining the streets and alleys and stuff, there are more shrouded figures.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we need to split and shake them and meet up somewhere later.
None of them seem to be doing anything. They're just kind of
Not yet. They're waiting for their chance.
watching the street.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to bounce.
So
Try to lose them in the crowd, maybe?
Yeah, that's why we need to split up. If they
There's
catch
no
one of us,
crowd.
they catch
There's
all
no.
of us.
You guys are kind of the only
there-
people
yeah,
other
there's-
than these
it's-
guys on the street.
Right, which is why we need
Okay,
to split
so
up,
we-
because if they catch
yeah,
one
we
of us,
can't
they catch all
go-
of us.
We can't
Mm.
go to right now. They haven't done anything yet. They're just following us, so we can't go to the guild.
We
Let's
were here
just
first,
do
to be clear.
something normal.
They were here first. They were
were
on the
definitely
street before you walked onto the street, so they're not like following you around. But
Oh,
might start.
oh.
mm,
Okay, well, now that we know they're there,
Let's just
we
be
just-
cool and let's just wander
just
the
don't go to-
streets.
don't go to the guild.
Be cool and right, exactly. Be cool, wander the streets, see if they're following us or if they're just checking out the new folks in town. You know,
Okay,
maybe they're
so-
just interested because we're weird looking. Let's just act normal, wander around for a little bit, see what they do.
Question for the DM.
Mhm.
Because of my my background, I feel like Lorivor would be experienced at losing a tail.
We don't know if we have a tail right now.
Well, I know.
It's a matter of luck, personally, is what I think. But I'm not the DM.
I feel like at least a rogue, an experienced rogue, would be good at the skills necessary to quietly lose a tail.
Mm.
they'd probably have more experience than the average person. Yeah.
Always comes down to how experienced the tail is.
Yeah,
But
Or
either
whether or
way,
not we even have one.
I know.
So,
I'm
are you
asking
guys-
for something later.
Okay.
Possibly
Let me
later.
change back. I thought you were going into the Pesh HQ building, so I
Ew.
changed the scene. We'll go back to the road.
I'm going to put my arm around the shoulders of both Lorvor and Fane. I'm gonna be like, hey, why don't we go check out some other bakeries? I hear this place has some really good food. And I'm gonna pull us in the direction of anywhere but here.
Does
Only
anyone
leave-
else know Thieves' Cant? Or is it just
No.
me?
And leave Eberron to
Oh no.
I
They're
mean, I would follow you guys.
I was assuming they'd both follow us. It's also why I said we all.
Pesh is a little slow on the uptake. He's like, but shouldn't we be going to?
Nope. We're going to check out the food now.
But if we're being
Don't worry about anything. We got something. We got things to do. We got other things to do. Let's go check out some of the local food. Maybe check out a inn or two. Let's be anywhere else, really.
Why don't we go to one of the normal guilds?
No. Let's go get some food first.
Eat food first, of course. But
It's fine. Let's just be tourists for the day. Come on, we got things to see around the city.
Somebody rapidly jotting down in a notebook. Normal guilds. equals existence of not normal guild? Question mark, question mark.
I meant that as more of a out of character comment.
I know that nobody's actually like writing down. No,
Okay,
I was just yeah. All
fair
right.
enough.
So you guys take off to another area, leaving the street hurriedly.
I would say in a hurry, but
Well,
do I still see the coppers on the rooftops?
as you get into other neighborhoods, after a couple of blocks, you stop seeing anyone.
Hmm. Okay.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I zoned out for a minute.
After you guys get like a few blocks away, you stop seeing people standing around watching in the streets and on the roofs and stuff.
Okay.
So, what's up, old
Hmm.
sport?
I hear the food here is really good. I'm gonna drag us to the closest near to the one of the closer I see like bakeries or whatnot that I know nothing about, but clearly
Oh
must be really
yeah,
good.
Burgei's, the sandwich and ice cream shop.
Do we all speak Elvish? Except for Pesh?
I know I
I'm
do.
just gonna I'm just gonna ask that out loud in the group.
Elvish?
Elvish. In Elvish. I'm gonna ask that out loud in Elvish.
You're doing what?
He's asking if
Just
if
to the
everyone
group.
speaks Elvish.
Yeah.
Asking if everyone speaks Elvish in Elvish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm an elf. I would hope.
I figured you spoke Elvish.
You lot.
It's more for the benefit of the other two.
So I don't speak it, but as he starts to speak it, I'll just, you know, cast comprehend languages.
Testosterone.
I'm pretty sure it's
I'll
us.
answer in Elvish. It's okay. We're not being watched anymore.
So what was that about? Do we think?
They're watching the known entrance for the assassin's place. They know about it. They absolutely know about it. So unless we know a back door in there, they're probably getting ready to do a bust.
That's not good.
Have an
Oh
idea.
wait, are you still speaking in Elvish?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
never mind. Pesh mutters something in abyssal. You're still learning, so you don't quite catch most of it, but you do hear the word glaive.
Abyssal, not damn it. If you'd I almost took Abyssal.
No, I'm working on it.
Oh.
But
Can Erlen is using comprehend languages,
Oh yeah, comprehend
so he would have
languages.
understood it.
Oh yeah, Peg is basically just mumbling and grumbling about how
Big.
we went all the way there, and now they're putting off, going back and getting his glaive and going to go eat and stuff. We should have ate on the way in.
I'll just give him like a pat on the back.
In Draconic, because I didn't think about
There's a
Pesh.
few little swear
I'm just
words in
gonna-
there, here and there.
Just in Draconic. Peg, do you speak Draconic?
Pesh's dragon face looks at you. And goes,
Look, it's better to
in
ask.
Draconic,
It's better.
yes, of course I speak Draconic.
Look, it's better to ask than assume. I don't. Anyway, is there a back door to the Pesh Guild?
We had talked about making one, but I never saw it,
You have no idea.
so I don't know where it lets out.
Copy
There
that.
probably is one, but I don't know where it is.
Switching back to Elvish. Erlen, do you think you could use Dimension Door to get one of us into the building
I'll
without being
nod.
seen?
I'll nod because I can't actually like speak the other languages. I just understand them.
Alright. We should probably make our way in. If we think they're about to bust the guild, we should probably alert them.
Question is how do we alert them without triggering it?
Dimension Door into it. Find a spot where they're not watching. Erlen and someone else Dimension Door into the guild.
Is Dimension Door one of those where you have to see the target
No,
location?
you just
or
choose
do you just
a
know it?
you choose a direction
I've been
and
there
an amount of
before.
feet.
So we
So
find a
basically,
spot
you'd be like
and
in a 360 view, you just kind of point at where you want to go, like the direction you want to go, and decide how many feet you want to go in that direction. So you kind of have to be very spatially aware if you want to teleport into somewhere, but you can do it because you. Yeah.
the other option is we find someone we recognize from the guild outside and communicate the message to them away from prying eyes.
I'm sure if there's about to be a bust, there's no informants.
I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, it can also be a place you can visualize. So you can visualize
I mean,
the
I've been there
location.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as it's within range, you can.
120 feet is actually not that bad. We could go into one of the buildings nearby.
500 feet is the range of Dimension Door.
Oh, really?
God damn. How many uses of that do you have?
I think I only have one. Yeah, one
Damn.
for now.
Okay, so we have a dimension door. Fane could Starlight Step. No, it's line of sight, isn't it?
Yeah.
That takes that out.
And it's only 30 feet.
Yeah.
I could create a giant fog cloud.
No, that would attract too much attention. It might spring the trap.
And none of us would be able to see.
That too.
Fair. I wish I had more levels in Druid.
Yeah, I think our best bet is to have Erlen Dimension Door in with someone to alert the guild to avoid the trap.
Should probably take Pesh.
I can second that.
Yeah.
Actually, not a terrible idea.
If we spot anyone outside the guild, any good rogue is gonna know how to communicate messages even in full view of prying eyes.
Yeah, and the rest of us can just hang out in the surrounding area and wait for.
Get ready to cause a distraction.
For that.
Yep.
Because, well, actually, scratch that. We could actually, we could actually do one hell of a distraction. So I noticed them all along, a bunch of them along the rooftops near Pesh HQ, correct?
A few of them, yeah.
And
Not
then
like a ton,
there was,
just like, a couple.
and then there was plenty on the ground watching the building, so to speak.
Scattered throughout the streets, yeah. And like the alleyways and all that.
What were the businesses nearby?
It's kind of a backstreet shop, so there's not a ton of businesses nearby. It's like a mixed business residential zone. There's like a tailor shop. There's a household appliance repair store.
Was there any shop nearby that carried a lot of flammable materials?
Like a tailor store? Property for flammable. Are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
set
throw this
fire
out
to
there.
someone's house?
We probably shouldn't set fire to someone's house.
Why do you guys keep coming up with that idea?
Nah, don't you guys. It's one
Hey,
guy.
It's
It's
one person.
only okay. Technically, the fire in the pirate town was my idea.
Yeah. And this one was a sorceress. Two people.
that's
you
two.
guys.
We've only come up with burning something down as a distraction twice.
You've only had to make a distraction. You've only had the idea to make a distraction twice.
Yeah, let's
True.
come up with literally anything else.
Just saying, it's an idea.
It's a bad one. This is a town with people in it.
I
Starts
do
the
have
London
an
fire.
alternate. I do have an alternate idea.
Couldn't possibly be worse than start a fire. Well, let me not say that. Hang on.
I was gonna say I could think of a couple. Couple worse ideas.
Okay.
There's-
If we can get into a business nearby,
You did notice
I can.
that the other businesses on that street were closed for the day. Like they had signs on their doors.
Okay, we need to
Yeah,
do
no,
this
there's
quickly.
a bust. There's a bust happening shortly.
Okay. Eberron,
Uh,
find an alley, and then dimension door Eberron into it with Pesh to alert the guild. Like, we need to do this, like, now.
Okay, what are the rest of us doing?
Waiting outside to see if the bust happens.
Just hiding?
hiding
not
and watching
hiding.
the
Hiding
watchers.
after all?
Yeah.
Be plain sight. We don't have to be. Oh, we can't. We can't be plain sight.
There's
Oh,
not
don't
a
worry,
couple
I can.
people.
Well, yeah, you can hide in darkness, but it's the middle
Oh
of the
no, no.
day.
You guys underestimate druids greatly.
Okay, so why can we not plain sight?
Because they've seen us, it's gonna look weird if we wander around.
And you
Okay,
guys
how
would be
about
the
this?
only people on those streets. Other than that.
Yeah.
So there's that too.
How about that? How about this? Actually, quick question first. I'm assuming this is a city, so I'm going to assume they got stray animals that wander about every once
Yeah.
in a while.
Not only is this a city, this is the capital city of Brayland. It's
So
not
I'm
as
assuming-
big as Sharn, but it is the capital
Oh,
city, despite
Brayland.
Sharn and Brayland being. Yeah.
It's
So I'm
only
going to. Well, actually, first things first. Do you want me to make a perception check to see if I've seen any like stray cats or rats or Anything like that running
You
about?
probably have cats, dogs, I don't know, magic chickens or something. I don't know.
Okay, I have a bit of a weird idea. So we dimension door Erlen and Pesh in. Pesh because he's the least likely for this plan to work, and Erlen because he knows dimension door. I disguise self to make myself look a lot younger and a foot smaller. A child, a peasant child. We have Histosera shape change into a dog. Thane can be Thane. Thane is an adventurer, so cover story, Thane is helping me, a small child, look for our lost dog, who happened to run into the guild.
Who happened to run into a Zendrix cuisine shop?
Actually,
Yes.
permission to cause chaos?
No.
Run in, grab some food, run out.
To be clear, the door was closed but not locked for the Zendrix cuisine shop.
The dog can open the door.
Yeah, I
Better
mean
idea.
it's
Good idea.
not
Good
like they
idea.
have modern handles.
Better idea, actually. Faye, or Fane, I don't know why I said Faye, but Fane takes the child in to go feed the poor. I feel like that'd be a Fane thing to do.
How long have we
What-
been adventuring
It would be
together?
a nice
You don't
thing to
know
do.
me at all.
Yeah.
It would be a nice thing to do.
Exactly. But all right. What are you, a spider or something?
I could become a spider,
Mouse in a pocket?
or to cause a distraction. You guys, you take a poor child in to go feed them. As the door opens, this dog comes running in, snatches food off somewhere, and then runs out the
I
door.
think you just
No,
want to
because
cause
we need to
chaos
be
where it's not needed. We are not trying
yeah,
to
we
cause
need to get into the building, not out of the
trying to
building.
cause chaos.
Fine, fine.
We
I was gonna say
we
we
need
could
to
try to get
we need to.
the. We could, well, just to finish my explanation. The idea was to run and snatch food, run out, have the shopkeep run out with us, because hopefully the shopkeep would be trying to be like, what the fuck? Lead the shopkeep a little bit away, turn back into a human, be like, sorry, I forgot to, I couldn't say anything, but your shop's being watched.
The shop
And
is
then,
closed.
No, so the Zendrix cuisine shop is not closed. The other shops on the street are.
Oh. Okay, then alternate idea. Thane is taking a small orphan child in to get a meal.
Just
I
so you
think,
know, while you're
hang
playing,
on a minute.
time is passing. Just so you know.
Literally, hang on, stop. What are we even trying to do here? What is
We're trying to get in without being suspicious.
so let's just
And-
fucking go in. Like all of this espionage is more suspicious than anything else. You're assuming that you're going to even be able to get in and grab something edible and leave. You're assuming that the shopkeep is going to give a shit that a random stray took a sausage. You're
Well, the
like,
shop is the entrance to the guild, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little
That's
Zendrix cuisine restaurant.
yeah. We're not trying to get in and get out. We're trying to get in so we can get into the guild.
so
And
why
we're
are we
not trying to
get
spring
more
a
of the-
trap.
so
Just
either
get the
either
lure
way,
of the guy out. Why don't we just say, hey, is there like a password or something? Like we're with the guild. Like
Yeah, there's a password at the maintenance closet that leads to the thing that goes down to the guild.
Yeah,
well,
the guild isn't the problem. It's the mass of cops watching the guild that's the problem.
Also, we haven't been inside the shop yet, so we don't know if there's an undercover cop on the inside or an informant sitting there waiting for someone to spring the trap.
10 minutes have passed.
Then why are we even trying to get in here at all?
Because it's the guild, the whole reason that we're in the town,
Right.
so we
This
can
seems like
complete
maybe
the
not a
quest.
great idea or a great time.
Guys, can
to
we
try
talk
to
in
do
common?
that.
I don't know this. Language.
Poor Pesh.
If we don't do this and they get arrested, then Pesh doesn't get back in with his guild. If we do this, they get away,
And we get arrested
and then
for them? Like,
no, we get away with them. We assume that we know
maybe.
there's a back entrance somewhere. We just don't know where it is or where it goes. And I don't think Pesh would be very happy with us just letting his friends get arrested.
I think a jailbreak would be easier than walking blindly into this situation.
Just for clarification, jails are designed with mages and magic in mind in this world. Because they have to jail people who have magical abilities as well. So there's a lot
be
of
a very
warlocks
good-
in jail.
I was gonna say it wouldn't be a very good jail if they didn't have some magic measures.
And every
Yeah,
jail obviously is different. They do have like an effectively the equivalent of Alcatraz in the Lazar principalities called Dreadhold, but that's a whole different. That's a tangent. Anyways, what were you saying?
I don't even know. I don't know what we're trying to do here. Like,
We're trying to
So-
get into the guild without setting off any traps.
by
Inconspicuously,
turning
be
into a
in
dog
there.
and stealing food and luring a guy out of the building.
No, that was Astostra trying to be chaotic. My
Well,
plan
not-
is
Either way, so long story short, we can settle with the whole feeding an orphan story. I can just turn into a spider and tiny spider and sneak
I don't
around
understand
if
why
I need
we're
to.
doing the feeding the orphan story either. Like, what is the point of the feeding orphan story?
To be close
so that
by
the
in
cops
case
aren't-
they need a support, in case something happens. Because they're
It's-
obviously getting
it's-
ready to bust, and we don't want Eberron dead.
15 minutes
Yeah.
have
I can only
passed.
dimension door once, so once I'm in, I can't just bounce out. I'm in there.
Yeah, the point
You know
is
what?
to not set off any traps, but still get us all into the guild. That way we can discuss with them and get them out before the raid happens.
You just let me know what you want me to do.
Alright. So start with Dimension Door, Eberron, and Pesh. And then we'll work our way into the guild. Does that work?
Somehow.
Okay.
Cool.
Can I please know what
I've
we're
said
talking
that.
about?
That I said in common.
Okay.
That was said in common. For the benefit of Pesh.
Oh, okay. I'm stepping through a dimensional door. Where?
Eberron will have those details.
Ah,
And Dimension Door can only be used on 2 people?
yes, you can take one target with you.
Okay. So, and then we're going to look at both Fane and Lorvor and be like, which one of you two wants a spider?
Oh, me?
So before I go into Wild Shape Spider, I am going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Ooh.
Maybe hold off on that.
Well, I can't do it when I'm a Wild Shape. That's why I was going to do it beforehand. It's a I can choose who gets affected by it.
I'm more
And
concerned
it's
about
concentration
like
like 10 minutes, I think.
It actually lasts an hour.
An hour.
yeah, I'm concerned about if one of them is using detect magic. They're already going to see the disguise self. Pass without a trait. Well,
Yeah, if they're already gonna
yeah,
see
go
this
ahead
guy's
and do it. Yeah, go ahead and do it. They're already going to see the disguise self.
If they see it, they flag you for the disguised self, not the spider with pass without a trace. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So, pass without a trace, second level. Not that spell slot level matters for that spell. And then I'm going to wild shape into a spider, and then I'm going to crawl into your pocket.
Okay.
All right. Disguise self lasts an hour, so I'll go ahead and use that. And reaching the limits of the spell, make myself look as small and young and frail as possible. Just absolutely thin, emaciated.
Okay.
And I don't know how far away we are right now from the guild.
I think you guys were like a few blocks away. Oh. Why does it say unstable? Or network connection. Okay, well, there's nothing I can do about that, so.
Right. I would recommend Erilyn and Pest just go ahead and dimension door into the actual guild hall. Not the shop upstairs, the actual guild. Does
Oh,
that
there we
work
go.
for...
All I have to do is refresh my stream. It fixed the bitrate and everything. Sweet.
Nice.
Alright.
Yeah.
20 minutes have passed with planning. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Great.
Alright,
So,
so you
Erilyn,
guys
you
start
wanna go
making
ahead
your way
and...
back toward getting
Yep.
like closer to the thing. Okay.
Yeah,
As you
Erilyn's gonna
guys-
go ahead and dimension door in now.
Okay. Well, I mean, you do have to get on the same block, and probably like within a building or two. So Ireland,
It's
you will have to
500
do a
feet,
little
isn't it?
bit of sneaking. It is 500 feet. A city block, I
question
think,
is
is
how-
usually like 1,000 feet long. No,
Mm.
city block is usually 500 feet long, but you're also going down at an angle and stuff, so you do still have to be on
Okay.
the same block at least. So Erilyn and Pesh, go ahead and either give me a deception or a stealth check.
We do have pass without a trace active right now, so...
Are you guys with those two, or are you guys in a different location? Because past
I
the
imagine
trace
we
is
would
only
all be
like
doing
30
this.
feet.
Yup.
I imagine we're doing this as a group.
Well, let's see what Erilyn thinks.
Yeah, that part's up to Erilyn.
I mean, we can kind of go as a group, I guess.
Okay. Then trying to get, close enough for Erilyn to dimension door in without setting off any radars or being watched. Can I get everyone to make either a deception or a stealth check to look natural or stay away from view altogether?
Right, just remember, stealth is plus 10.
Oh, I already
26
rolled
deception.
the deception before.
I
you
just
said that.
nat 20'd on stealth.
Nice.
Lorvor, that's a
20
41 that you just got on stealth.
Wow.
Yeah. 24.
I'm super sneaky.
Before you said it's plus 10 to stealth, I rolled a deception and I got 7 plus 7, so 14.
Okay. And then Astasor got a 24. Okay, looks like everyone got at least 20 plus except for Erilyn with the deception check of 14. Everyone else is like hiding in the alleyways, moving slowly, making sure they're only moving when lines of sight have changed. Eberron, trying to look natural is not working well when you're the only person on the street.
Mm. It seems not.
However, as you guys approach, you notice that all the people on the street that were kind of scattered about have surrounded the building. It's no longer subtle. The building on all sides is surrounded by officers. The street is filled. The rooftops on all the buildings immediately around it, immediately next to it, have archers sitting atop them, waiting. The raid's about to start any second now.
I'm gonna walk straight up to one of them and doing my damnedest, I'm gonna ask what's going on.
Okay, as you walk up, before you can get to him, he's gonna turn around. They've got like a big tower shield in one hand. They have their arm blade out. Their arm blade for this officer, you notice, is a long baton that comes out from their arm in the place of where their fingers would be.
Just, oh, nice baton, mister.
Listen, kid. We're conducting police business here. You need to go find your parents somewhere else.
I don't have parents.
Then go find an orphanage somewhere else.
Why?
Then don't find an orphanage. Just go starve somewhere else. You can't be here. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. That's fine.
But you are telling me what to do.
You know, you're right. I am gonna tell you what to do. Get out of here.
But why?
Because if you don't get out of here, you may get hurt because we are doing police business. Now he's gonna start, walking towards you, moving you back. Clear the area. Go find another street to play on.
It's really tempted to ask why again, but just gonna turn around and walk back towards the group. Very quickly, I'm gonna send a message. What do we want to do?
As you walk away, the copper's gonna shout after you. 3 streets west, 2 streets south, about halfway down. 4 streets west, not 3. My bad. There's an orphanage. You should go, if you are hungry, go there. And then he'll turn back and rejoin the police line.
Well, look, lads, the way I see it, we either fight the cops or Pesha's friends get arrested. That's what's going to happen here. We can't just ask them nicely. We can't. A child being hungry is not going to stop them.
Yeah.
So it's either we fight the cops or we let it happen.
I think we have Eberron Dimension Door in really quickly and warn them so they can get out through the secret entrance if there is one. It's a bit of a gamble, but at least then this whole trip's not a waste.
Okay, well, we better fucking hurry up and do it because they're about to kick the door down.
I've started the timer.
Taking Pesh or not?
Alright, Eberron, go.
Make your moves.
With Pesh?
Yes,
Yes.
go.
Make your moves.
Right. So I'll pull Pesh into like a shadowy nook in front of one of these stores or somewhere out of sight, and then dimension door with Pesh.
Okay. Let me sync the view. Looks like I can remove Stossera, Fane, and Lorivor from this. There we go. Hey, you and Pesh get pulled in through space, landing in the. There we go. Yeah, landing in the middle of the room. As you land in the middle of this room that you were in before, looking around, the tables, which were full of vagrants and vagabonds the last time you were there, are empty. The only people in the room being Gege and the assassin lady from before, with a look that screams both danger and elegance. Without a mask or a hood this time, you can see her features clearly. Long, platinum blonde hair, a slit black dress with a leather choker collar, and boots. A black leather bracer on her right arm, sheathing what looks like 2 throwing knives, and tattoos covering her arms and running up her legs and across her chest.
My weakness.
Her piercing blue eyes stares daggers at Pesh, while a smile runs across her face. In her hand, the glaive taken from the hands of the statue behind. If looks could kill right now, you would be witness to murder. And actually, let me post. Let me post pictures real quick of Sylphie and Gege.
Okay.
Okay, so there's Gege. And then is that it? Hold on.
I see Gege. Look at that, he's
okay.
making friends with the pigeon up there.
I definitely read
Good
that as
man.
like GG.
He's feeding the pigeon. What a kind soul.
And Sylphie.
I think you posted these before.
I probably did at some point, but it's, you know.
I mean, it's also their
remember.
tokens.
Oh no, I haven't.
It's their pictures in
Oh.
alchemy. That might be it.
Yeah.
Oh, you showed it in alchemy. That's right.
Yeah, I would say they're token pictures in alchemy.
They're the exact same.
Are these pictures? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pesh landing in the guild will look up at the two of them, be like, "Alright, mission's complete," and he'll reach in and pull the head out of his bag, toss it over to Gege. Jay'll catch it, take a look at it, and kind of lean back with a half grin. "Welcome back, Pesh. Guess nothing can keep you dead after all." He sets the head down on the table, or on the counter here, moving forward.
Hey, Pesh, you want to tell him what's outside right now?
Oh yeah, lot of people are outside.
What kind of people?
Heavily armed people.
Guys, I think you're about to get raided. There's a bunch of police around. They are right outside.
Yes, well, we were aware. You came at just the right time. If you came even a moment later, we were going to have to leave without you. In this business, you make a lot of enemies. This location's compromised. We were about to leave, aware of the raid. Should be happening anytime. Sometime today. If our information is correct.
Well, then we should probably get out of here.
Okay. Good idea. He'll start to walk this way. Sylphie will take a step up to Peg, holding the glaive.
We're just renaming him Peg now.
Pesh, damn it!
It's
Oh
like the
no.
third
Said
time
Peg.
today you called him Peg.
Pesh!
You
This is... Having the tanks have the same, like, start with PE, with the same, like, first sound of the name, for two different tables is tripping me up so bad. I think I called Peg Pesh, once, like, earlier this week. But yeah. She walks up to Pesh, bearing his glaive, and looks up at him. Pesh is like 1.5 feet, almost 2 feet taller than her. She'll look up at him with a smile and smash the back end of the glaive against his foot. You hear a little mm-hmm. You're still an idiot, but you're my idiot. Don't think that you're in the clear yet. You've got 90 years worth of making it up to do. She leans in for a moment, almost as if going for a kiss, just to slink back at the last second, her fingers trailing down his chest, lingering a moment, as she slips back away towards this door. Daya looks back and goes, "Alright. Down this hall is," and as he's starting to say it, you hear several sets of boots rushing down the stairs behind you. The rest of you guys can see these guys on the outside. You guys can see just probably 20 or 30 seconds after the group goes down there, the police start to move, busting in the door upstairs and moving into the building. I'll give you guys a moment to react, the ones who are up top, if you want to.
Still in character as this little child, he's gonna look on with awe and just, ooh, secretly like freaking out.
Okay.
Fuck. I'm gonna. Shit. Are we long rested?
Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
several days later.
Okay. Quick. Can I? Fuck. Okay, so all the cops are going into the building. Is anybody hanging out outside, or are they all going in?
There are several of them that are hanging out outside, so there's still like a loose perimeter around the building. Probably only like 6 or 7 of them actually go into the building. Like a handful of them. Like a bulk of the people who were gathered up are going in, but then the perimeter and the people on the rooftops are staying outside to prevent anyone who would escape from doing so.
Fuck.
Lorvor, as a small child, is gonna look up at Thane and go, "Hey, mister, can we see your airship? Can I see your airship?
What?
It's more interesting than this." And then with a message, just gonna say, "Not much we can do from here. We should just go wait at the airship for word."
I can't. Okay,
Worst comes to worst, we jailbreak them.
where are on the map that we're looking at? Where are they coming in at? And where's like the front
So-
door?
It's the stairs.
Yeah, these stairs right down here is where you're hearing the people start to head down.
The map that we're looking at is the downstairs. So from
Yeah.
from upstairs, like
You guys can't see
where-
inside the upstairs building right now because you guys are out on the street.
oh my god.
Also, I don't have a map for the upstairs part of the building.
Okay.
Yep. Like I said, worst comes to worst, we jailbreak them.
Oh,
Oh?
Oh.
Charges and
can I get, from those of you watching, from the outside, an insight check?
Does a 19 do me any good?
Yes.
Natural
So you,
26.
amongst the group of probably 6 to 10 people that went in to the building, you notice the person leading the charges was dressed a little bit differently than the rest of them. A man with a black cloak over scale mail armor, adorned with what appears to be official regalia, is leading the charge. You recognize the regalia as one of the King's Dark Lanterns, the intelligence branch of the King of Brayland. You know that they're largely considered as one of the most skilled of Corvair's intelligence agencies.
No, if we go back to the ship, we're not seeing them again.
Well, I have full confidence that 2 people can make it out. Not so much the other 2.
Alright.
Right.
Alright,
okay,
we'll
right, we have
wait
to have-
around and see what happens.
Wait
Right,
around and see
we'll
what
wait
happens.
around and
What's
see
gonna
what
happen
happens.
is what's gonna happen is they're gonna go down there and they're gonna fight and they're either gonna kill them or they're gonna knock them out and they're gonna drag them upstairs and they're gonna take them away and we're never gonna see them again. That's what's gonna happen. Can I
What are you suggesting?
from where I'm standing, I've got all of my movement, I've got all of my starlight steps. What is it going to take me to get past the guards at the front door into that building and down those stairs?
Okay. So, if you spend your movement and then a starlight step, you could get to the front door of the thing past the line of police. And then if you dash, you could get back to the top of these stairs here.
Okay. Since we're not in initiative, do I need to be worried about the fact that my starlight step is a bonus action and expeditious retreat is also a bonus action, or can I just kind of do it?
You would need to potentially worry about that because once you get up right behind these guys, they're not gonna not notice you, and then initiative type of.
Okay, so it would have to be the movement and the starlight step to get up to the door, and then a beat for them to do something, and then I can expeditious retreat and get the rest of the way. Right?
So, movement, starlight step, or something would get you to the door of the upstairs.
Right.
And then like a dash or something similar to that would get you to the top of the stairs where all the people are trying to break down the door down there.
Right, which would be my bonus action on like my
There-
next turn or whatever.
Dash is an action, not a
The-
bonus action.
It's
unless
a
you're
bonus
expeditious
action if I
retreating.
use if I use expeditious retreat,
course,
it will be a bonus action.
I guess you could cast expeditious retreat before the turn starts, theoretically. So you'd have that extra bonus action, but then you would still not be able to bonus action dash on the same turn that you starlight step.
I don't think this is a good idea.
If we leave them in there and we let this happen, we are never going to see any of the people in that building again.
Look, they still have time to get out. They still have to break down that door.
Alright. So you
Then I
spent a
have
lot of
time to
time
get out
talking
with-
and planning.
Then I have time to get out with them. I'm doing it. Whatever I have to do, to get down there with them to the top of the stairs. Whatever that happens, I'm doing it. Fane runs the fuck off and disappears in a burst of sparkly starlight, reappears at the door, and books it down the fucking stairs.
Okay. So let me put Fane back on the. Hey, Fane, as you book it over to the maintenance closet that leads to the stairs down, as soon as you get to the top of the stairs, looking down the stairs, you see a line of coppers, heavily armed with big old tower shields like riot shields, and shock batons, lightning sparking off of them, coming out of their arms.
All right.
The ones at the back, as you walk up, as you charge in behind them, turn around, they do notice you. I'm going to have everyone roll initiative, or at least everyone who's going to be joining initiative. Roll initiative. So if Istasra and Lorvor can choose to, because they're not implicated in the initiative, they can choose to just stay out of it if they want to.
I'm gonna hang back for now, see how this plays out.
And then if they
I'm
want
not just
to
gonna
join
run.
the initiative, they'll roll a d20 and join in the next round. Or they'll roll their initiative and join in the next
All right.
I'll just roll
round. Okay, just in
because I want to
case.
start. Yeah, I want to actually start spider sneaking close to the place. It'll probably take me a few turns, but
I'm gonna burn my inspiration.
I can at least take a look and watch and intervene if I need to.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. I burnt my inspiration to reroll my initiative. 'Cause that was really low, and now it's 21.
Nice. What are we? Okay, so what is everyone's initiative?
21.
21.
15.
Okay. And then I have to pull up a couple of stat blocks real quick.
Istasar also got 21?
Yep.
Is your dex better than mine? Probably.
Mine's a +3.
Oh yeah, way better. Okay, yeah, so you'll go first.
Pull up 2024 Assassin.
Assassin?
Oh, this is for
Oh, one of our guys.
the Assassins.
Yeah, okay.
And then the 2014 Assassin stat block is used by Sophie.
Wait, are us in the room downstairs also joining initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just gonna have to.
Oh no.
This is fine.
I'm gonna have to
Fine.
mark both of these pages so I can flip back and forth between them. Okay.
6 heavily armored guards and 1 really tough-looking captain guy. No big deal.
It's okay. I'll persuade
Plus
him unfriendly.
everyone outside.
Okay. So
I'll
now
persuade him
I
unfriendly.
have that.
You
What
can
is
roll.
everyone's initiative? We got 21, 21. Did you decide that Istasra or Fane was gonna go first?
Istasra.
Istasra?
Yeah, she's faster.
And then. Okay, so it'll go Istasra, Bane, the Dark Lantern, who also got a 21. Ironically. Hopper's got 14 initiative. What did... Okay, so Oh, and then can't forget. Okay, so next is Pesh, who also got 21. Or sorry, no, next is Sylphie. And then Pesh. And then Lorwar. And then Gege. And then the Coppers.
Oh my god. Okay.
So Sasra, Fane, Dark Lanterns, Sylphie, Pesh, Lorvor, Gege, Coppers. I missed Erlen. Where's Erlen? Erlen's a 9? Oh! That works perfectly. Erlen goes after the Coppers. Because the Coppers rolled a 14.
Erilyn, did you add your modifier to your initiative?
Yeah. Erlen did an actual initiative roll this time.
Can't
Oh!
confirm.
However, Erlen, I do want to point out. Okay, what's your dex modifier?
My dex modifier. Hello, can my eyes work? +3.
Okay, so it does automatically add your Jack of all trades. Cool. Yeah, because Jack of all trades applies to initiative. Turns out.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might want to burn your
Automatically-
inspiration.
it
It's
automatically
really
does
low.
that.
I was talking to Erlen.
Okay. Estastra. You're up, and then Fane.
Okay, well, it's gonna be really short turn. There's not really a whole lot I can do. I don't have the firepower to wipe out like 6 people at once. I'm just going to crawl out of someone's pocket, and I'm going to start sneaking along the all ledges, the buildings until I get close enough. Might take me a few turns, but
Yeah, it'll
we'll
probably
see how
take you
far
a
the
couple-
spider. Yeah, we'll see how far the spider can go.
Okay. Fane. Makes it your turn, and then the Dark Lantern. Fane, go ahead.
Okay, let me read. Okay, so expeditious retreat will last for 10 minutes unless I lose concentration. But I'm going to use my bonus action this turn for, God help me, another Starlight Step,
Okay.
which should get me 5, 10, 15, 20.
Right in front of the Dark Lantern?
It could get, oh, because the door's in the way, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't see the door until I zoomed in. But yeah, right in front of the Dark Lantern. Fuck him. Go right here.
Okay.
And I don't suppose we could, like, while I imagine this door is probably locked. Is it trapped? Is it gonna explode?
The door is... Do you try the door?
I mean,
It would take an action to inspect the door. So do you try the door? Because it would just take a free object interaction to, like, just try to open it.
okay, let me inspect it.
That will take your action. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. Because I mean, all I need to do is get through it anyway. So if it's trapped and I try to open it, then that would be bad.
Okay.
So what do you want? Like a
Yeah, give me a investigation check.
okay. 17.
Not locked, not trapped.
Okay, great. Then I would love to just
They were expecting you guys to walk through the door.
yeah. I'm gonna use my bonus action. That was an action. I'm just gonna have to risk an attack of opportunity. I still have a reaction. Yeah, I'm gonna just. I don't suppose we could convince you to just not do this, can we?
Hmm.
To the Dark
I'm
Knight
not
or whatever.
familiar with your face. That's fine. I'm sure I'll get very used to it. Surrender. He'll point a rapier at you.
Sorry, that one's frustratingly not in my vocabulary. I want to open the door and run through it with my full 30 feet of movement and take an attack.
7. Yeah, so he's gonna have a 17 to hit.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Does it stop me from moving or anything?
Oh, you are not within 5 feet of an ally of his, so he does not get to add that. No, it doesn't stop you from moving. You take 9 points of piercing damage as he kind of stabs, kind of cuts your leg a little bit with his rapier, trying to trip you up.
As I continue running away, like he limps like one step as it happens, but then like kind of looks back over his shoulder, like, what the hell? Was that all you've got? Maybe I shouldn't be running away from you, actually. That was weak. You're a bitch. I'm gonna run over here and go over to Erlen's side and kind of crouch down behind this table. Hi, so it's bad. How are we getting out of here?
Hey.
Erlen, my love, how are we getting out of here? You can answer me.
Oh, I just point to like the tunnel and the Gege and Sophia going to.
Oh, lovely.
Just so you know, these guys can
Oh,
hear
we-
you too.
Should probably hurry. Well,
I
they can
just
see
point-
the tunnel too, so like whatever.
So this is just like a hallway. Like this is a door right here, but we'll get to that after.
I zoomed out. Now I can see. Well, they can see that too. Whatever. Who cares?
All right. So after Fane's turn is the Dark Lantern and then Sylphie. Dark Lantern moves into the room. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moves to apprehend. As he's moving, when he's right about here, he'll pull out a hand crossbow and fire it off at you, Fane.
That's rude.
18 to hit.
Yeah, it will.
9 points of piercing damage.
Wow, that is the best you can do, I suppose.
And then he takes 2 more steps forward and strikes at you with his rapier.
Perhaps I should stop antagonizing.
Did you make this guy mad or something?
I did call him a bitch and
Or actually,
insinuate that his
not strike at you with his rapier. He's going to attempt to grapple you.
Oh, good. That's excellent.
Go ahead and give
That's
me
right.
an athletics or acrobatics check. He rolled a 16.
You can probably guess that I'm not very good at that. It's a 4.
So he fires off another shot. It grazes your other leg.
Ow!
And he'll run up and kind of grab you by the jacket, by the cloak, or whatever.
Unhandily,
You're under
you
arrest.
As
You
if.
have the right to remain silent.
Oh, well, I won't. Your filthy hands off of my cloak. This is nice linen.
Sylphie. is going to finish. Is going to reach around into a little, like, underneath her her dress, and pull out a bloody bib that looks like the kind that a butcher would wear.
Oh, neat.
Oh, it's about to get messy. You really should let me go.
And quickly just kind of throw it on, tie it around.
You're going to regret
And
your
then the other thing is, sorry, even magic items and stuff. So I'm trying to refresh my memory.
Rememberize.
Okay. Yeah. She'll. Oh, I guess it took her action to put on the bib. I was gonna do that before, but I forgot. So then, yeah, I guess she'll use her bonus action. As she slips past Gege, she'll be like, make sure they don't follow us, yeah? And she will hop over to you here. Let's see. About 30 with her bonus action dash. Yeah. Gonna go. Yeah. Okay. After Sylphie, it is Pesh's turn. Pesh, now holding his fancy new glaive, not attuned to it yet, unfortunately, but is gonna run over here. It's 15 feet of movement. He's gonna look over at Euphane and Erilyn. He's gonna say, follow Sylphie and Gege. I'll make sure they can't follow. And then he's gonna try to... Just trust me. And he's going to shove the Dark Lantern.
This fucker's gonna sacrifice himself, and I'm gonna watch and let it happen.
And he's going to also rage as a bonus action. So he does succeed at shoving the Dark Lantern, which breaks the grapple. Because it's forced movement.
My hero.
And he's gonna step right back over, right in front of the statue that looks exactly like him. And just hold a defensive stance. Actually, before he does that, he is gonna make one attack at the Dark Lantern. While he's still within range. Which will hit. For 14 points of damage. Not bad. So he shoves the Dark Lantern back, and then as the Dark Lantern's like catching his footing, he'll take his stab and slice through his scale mail a little bit. After Pesh, Lorivor, it is your turn. Watching from the outside. After Lorivor, it's Gege.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my action. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Any particular things you're holding it for, or?
No, there's just there's no way in hell I can get into the room and not set off a shitload of opportunity attacks. So I'm just
You know that there's
gonna
an exit
not.
somewhere around the back side. You could maybe start moving around the back and try to meet us on the way out.
I'm waiting to see if y'all get captured, so I know if I have to plan a prison break or something.
Sure,
Waiting to
but
see
it
if
was
you're all
easy
being
for
dragged
you.
out the front.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Because
you
I'm
keep
still
that, whatever
disguised as a
you-
small child, happily watching in awe.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
probably gonna keep you safe, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, if I try to run in there, I'm gonna set off at least 6 opportunity
Yeah,
attacks.
yeah, that was real fucking stupid of me. But like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
can't leave my friends. I'm a different man now.
Did it once, didn't work out that well.
Well, it's gonna be different this time.
Yep. Alright, Lorvor, after your turn, it's Gege's turn. Gege will pull over the dark hood of his mantle. And looking down the hallway at the coppers that are marching down, you see he kind of whispers words, and through the mantle, magic forms. You can just kind of vaguely feel it. You can tell he's casting a spell of some kind. Ooh. Actually succeeds. That's surprising. Nothing happens. And so he's
Silver
gonna
mark.
look at everyone and okay,
Silver
silver
mark.
marks. Okay, he fails.
Aha! Get it.
So this copper is gonna take 4d4 psychic damage and immediately make an attack, a melee attack at the one next to him.
Nice.
Four. There's 44. 4, 8, 12. Hold on. 16. That's
Yeah.
max. That's max psychic damage.
Fuck yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. So he takes max psychic damage, and then immediately turns and does miss against the. Oh, I'm gonna give it.
I would give him the advantage too.
I gave him advantage anyways.
Oh, okay, well then I'll give Pesh.
Because the other guy wasn't expecting it, but
Okay.
he rolled a 3 and a 5 on the d20, so that's not gonna hit. Give the advantage to Pesh.
Yeah. Since you already used advantage on him.
Okay. Gege is going to use his movement to step into the hall. As he gets back into the corner of the hall, his cloak, his mantle, kind of turns him into shadows for just a moment, and then he disappears further down into the hall. Copper's turns. This one's gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? Get yourself together. But they are gonna rush in. Three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3. That one's getting an opportunity attack against him.
Holy shit.
It'll be fine.
Just run.
It'll be fine.
So Pesh takes an opportunity attack against that guy. It is blocked because of his shield. And 2 attacks can be made because the rest of them had to dash. So Eberron and Fane.
Looking for 15.
Where is it? What? I know it's in here. Where is it?
Up your butt.
Where's it? Sorry, I'm trying to find the item description for these shock batons.
Did you look up your butt?
I haven't looked up my butt, but I would feel it. So
Oh my god, I'm a child.
shock baton. You know what, let me go into my Discord messages because I'm not finding it, but I do know that
Hurts real bad, probably.
that Wendell had it,
Oh, Wendell.
or the player character who played Wendell. What?
He walked you.
Ah.
Just Google.
No,
Shock
it's
baton.
not. I know roughly what it was. You can expend a charge to either do an extra D4 of electric damage, or you can expend a charge to try to do a stun with like a low save DC.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're gonna do though. These two, they're going to make an attack against you, or they're gonna make 2 attacks against you.
Oh, 2 on me?
2 on you, and then 2 on Eberron. Both of them get 2 attacks.
Rude ass.
Okay, first one's a miss.
Bitch.
Second one is a 17 to hit. Okay?
That'll do it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Fane, I need you to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Easy. I only have to roll like a 4. 26.
Okay, you feel a surge of, so club I think is the weapon that this baton is based off. So that's a D4. That's what I was checking for. All right, yeah, you feel a surge of electricity kind of pulse into you, like a taser almost, but you shake it off. You do take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Rude.
As this cop hits you with a baton. And Eberron,
Physically impossible.
2 24s.
Ouch.
One of them is they're going to try to stun you, so go ahead and make that Constitution save.
Buttons.
6 damage and 6 damage. So 12 damage altogether, and
Oh, well, that's a dirty 20.
you are not stunned. It feels a little numb, the impact site, but you're not stunned.
Hey, my back pain's got lessened.
Speaking of Eberron, that makes it your turn, and then Astasra. Eberron?
Okay. situation has escalated.
To go.
Wait, Fane's not like restrained or anything, right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. I guess like under my cloak, I have my instrument strung, and I would like to kind of move back here, but on the way, touch Pesh, and then cast with the instrument protection from evil and good.
Okay. So protection from evil and good is for like undead fey fiends.
Oh, it does say. Oh darn! I thought it was for anything.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
right,
No,
yeah,
it's
so
not
it's
alignment.
never-
Also, these guys are just because they're like
Technically
opposing you
from
doesn't
alignment.
necessarily make them evil.
For the good guys.
Yeah, it's true. Then I don't think I wanna.
What are you talking about? All that oppose us are evil.
I think I found the evil one, guys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't already know that?
Okay. So
Then I'll do bark skin.
Barkskin. Barkskin won't help him. His standing
He's
AC is
above.
way higher.
Okay, well never mind.
Yeah, his Peg's
Attack.
or Pesh's standing AC is 19.
That's pretty good. Yep.
Help me knock out the Dark Lantern.
Is it 19 or is it 20? It's 19. Yeah.
Alright, well don't get to use my cool instrument yet, but I can cast Shatter.
Hell yeah.
And I'll cast it on the Dark Lantern.
Okay. So Shatter is a what radius?
I
10 foot, right?
believe It's 10 foot.
Okay, so which point are you
10
centering
foot
it on?
radius. Let's see. I'll put it right here.
I wish I could. Oh, I can. You put it right
Right there.
there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll hit these three. Got it.
Oh, by the
oh.
way,
You do get. You are the target of 3 opportunity attacks, by the way.
That's fair.
So let me roll those first. Okay, 21, 16, and 13.
They're pretty mad at me today.
Does the 13 hit?
I have 14,
Okay,
so no.
so 2 of them hit, but 1 of them misses. 7 from one, 5 from the other. Damage. So a total of 12 damage from the opportunity attacks. Alright, and then, now that I've got their good rolls out of the way, they're going to fail all of their... Your spell save DC is currently 15, right?
Wait, I'm sorry, 1 sec.
8 plus proficiency plus charisma.
And then what are you asking? The spell DC?
Yeah.
I have that. Spell save DC is 15.
15. Okay. 1 in front. Fails. Next guy with the Dark Lantern. Fails. This guy somehow succeeds, but that's fine. Oh,
Good for him.
wait. What is the wording on Shatter?
A
Oh.
sudden, loud, ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save for half as much damage on a successful one.
A creature made of inorganic matter.
Crystal or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Okay, so he actually fails.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead and roll that damage. They all 3 failed.
Hell yes. Blow these fucking robo guards up.
Fuck the police.
I did not
It was
roll
straight
that
from
high,
the
but
underground.
we'll take it. I have a 10.
10 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 5 and 6 both take 10 damage. And then the Dark Lantern also takes 10 damage. Okay. And that was 10 feet of movement.
Yep.
Anything with your bonus
wanna
action
just-
and other movement?
Yeah, I guess.
Sorry.
Pesh hasn't been hit yet, has he?
Not yet.
So I'll drop a healing word for first level healing word for Fane.
You can't do a healing word, you just cast a level spell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I thought that was a bonus.
You could do a Bardic Inspiration.
I will do a bardic inspiration.
Okay, on...
You can still
Maybe-
run.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll drop it on Fane.
Okay, Fane, you are feeling so inspired right now.
Back in.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so that is 10, 15, 20. That's 20 feet of movement so far, Ireland.
Okay, yeah, I still kind of wanted to be able to see what they were doing.
Brain video froze. Oh. No, it's... Let me double check. Yeah, no, it's good.
Never mind. It must have been on my end because it just updated.
Yeah, it doesn't, it has a hard time updating if I don't have them pulled up, like, visible on the screen for some reason. Which is why I'm like, oh, I need like 5 monitors so that I can have these things up so that I can actually update and still do my stuff. But yeah. Alright, cool. So, Erilyn, you cast Shatter, Inspire someone, and Run. Stasra, you get a little bit closer, you're like at the line, which is about 30 feet from the building in all ways.
Just still crawling the walls, staying well out of their reach. They don't want to waste a little arrow on a poor spider.
Right. Can you give me... So you will... Are you getting to the walls of the cuisine shop? Because you're not there yet. You're at the line of
no.
people that are surrounding the cuisine shop.
Oh. Well, I'm going to try to stay off to the side and try to get around them. I'm not chancing getting anywhere near close to them per se.
You can't get around them without getting close to them. They have the whole building surrounded. They're like in a line.
Ooh. I think this might be where I have to stop advancing if I can't. Ugh. Last thing I want is to get stepped on.
Ah, spider!
Can you?
Yeah.
No, you can't do flying things.
Not yet. If there was like a little drainage ditch with a lot of water, I could probably swim by them.
Oh,
But,
how breezy is it? How windy is it?
That's a good question. Let me roll on the weather table.
And in which direction is it blowing?
51. Let me pull up my...
Because you can do the thing that spiders use to travel, where they just like,
the paragliding
out-
spider thing?
yeah, they put out like a little string of web or whatever and like float on it in the wind.
Wait.
I
That's
saw it in Charlotte's Web.
It's a big
That's how all
thing
the baby
down in
spiders left.
Australia.
Yeah, that's how all the baby spiders left. You could do that.
Weather, there it is. Okay.
You just glide right over top of them.
It is cloudy but calm.
Damn.
Winds.
Yeah, no. So the building closest without getting stomped on, I'm going to start crawling up that.
Okay.
You turn into a cricket or something? Little grasshopper, little jumpy guy?
Well, he would have to turn back into a human first. Or,
Yeah.
back into a humanoid first.
Yeah, I'm just gonna crawl up the closest building and maybe I can turn into a jumping spider.
Alright. You start crawling up the building. After that, Fane. That makes it your turn and then the Dark Lantern.
Oh, sure. Okay. Let me cast.
But there are 2 coppers
Mm.
right next to you.
Yo, fuck them both. Watch this. I'm a twin cast Shocking Grasp.
Ooh, they do have metal armor, so these are both made at advantage.
Hell yeah. And then I'm gonna get the fuck away from them. 21 to hit one of them,
Oh, yep. That's for sure.
and 25 to hit the other one.
Oh, yeah. So you do taser hands.
Do I roll the damage twice or just once?
Yes. So the first one takes 10 damage, the second one takes...
7.
Okay. So that is number
Or maybe
4.
14? Maybe they take 14 damage?
What? Why would
Are they
take
like
14?
vulnerable to lightning or anything?
No.
Okay, well, they are unable to take reactions now.
That is
So-
correct.
And then I'm gonna bonus action use my expeditious retreat that is still up. To diggity dash 5 25. Since Erlen's a little guy, can I get past him?
That
If I
depends.
take 10
Erlen,
feet?
remind me, do you have the halfling thing that lets you move through creatures' spaces one
I'm
size
pretty sure
higher
I
than
do.
yours?
I'm
Alright,
pretty sure
that'll-
Timothy and I both had that.
you're a light halfling, right?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, you can actually pass through Erlen's space without it costing extra movement if Erlen
Okay, well
allows
then-
you to.
Excuse me, pardon me. Coming through.
You see down at the end of this hallway, Sylphie and Gege disappearing behind this banner that, is hanging down. There's a secret passage
Like
behind
here?
the banner. Yeah.
Okay.
So let me move them out of the way so you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm just following them. If I can push past them, even if they'll let me, I still have some.
Yeah, so
regular
Gege is technically actually, he's already down, but
Yeah, if I can get to like here, I still have some regular movement.
yeah. So behind it there is a hatch with a ladder that leads down. You can get probably to the bottom of the ladder with your.
No, before I forgot to say before I get past down that hallway, I want to look at Pesh as I'm leaving. So help me, if you do not follow us, I'm coming back in for you.
Good.
I'll
Works for me.
leave him. I'll leave him for now, but I'm not leaving without him. That's on my turn.
Okay. The Dark Lantern is gonna yell out to his men, "Don't let them get away!" Take 2 steps this way. Fire off a hand crossbow at Erlen. Erlen, that is a 19 or a 20 to hit. Either way, I think that hits.
How?
18. That's an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
No, it is a 19. Yeah. So, you take 8 points of piercing damage. And he'll step up to Peg. Pesh. Step up to Pesh. Rapier drawn. And miss. He takes a strike at Pesh.
Attaboy.
And Pesh deflects it. Okay. After that, Sylphie's turn. Sylphie is going to slip down behind you. And head down the ladder real quick. Thane, as you are at the bottom of the ladder, I probably should have described this, but as you're at the bottom of the ladder, it's dark and damp and smells terrible down here. You're in the sewers.
Mhm.
There's like a pathway on either side, and then the sewer channel in between, or the sewage channel in between.
Is the pathway single wide or?
Yeah, it's like a single wide pathway.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of hang out there. I'm not gonna leave that spot until Pesh comes through.
Okay. I'll say Gege and Sylphie are gonna be heading down, creating some space so that you guys can get through. As she's running back, she's gonna like stop for a second and look back. You don't have message or sending or anything, do you?
Sorry. No.
All right.
Why?
She'll double back. I have to tell Pesh to close the door behind him.
I'll wait for him. I'll make sure that it gets closed.
Okay.
Oh, which door? The door.
The hatch. The secret tunnel hatch.
Oh, no, like I'm asking you, DM. Like this
Yes.
right here.
Yeah, like that right there.
So I'm like still close enough by that I'll remember.
Yeah, you're
I'll
just kind of looking up. You can see as they come through.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it Pesh's turn. Pesh. Pesh is going to take a couple of opportunity attacks here. Miss, and wow! That hit the back of my dice tower and rocketed. Like it was. it hit the the back of the dice tower and like bounced out of the dice tower at just the right angle. It was like watching something clip in a game. It just zipped. It's gone now. I don't know where that dice is. Okay, let me.
I said no.
Yeah, it was like watching something pinch in Halo or something where it just flies out somewhere. Okay, so miss. And did I already say miss?
Mhm.
Was that the second time? I mean, or the first time?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, so they both swing at Pesh. Pesh is gonna wrap his arms around the statue of himself.
Mhm.
Now that his carry capacity is doubled from hitting level 6 spare totem.
Peshington, you don't need it. I'll get you a mirror.
He's gonna drag it back. and drag it to block the entrance.
Oh my god, I thought he was gonna take it with him.
And then drag it back one more into the hallway. He still might be taking it with him, you're not sure. But it is currently blocking the path.
Excellent.
Lorivor?
Still waiting.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him like another minute or two before I see what's going on, and then leave.
He's gonna look back at you, Fane. He's gonna be like, word of advice.
What?
Don't wait around too long. It's hidden, but it's not that well hidden. And he's gonna vanish into the shadows.
I'm not leaving without him.
And then reappear 30 feet later. Down the hall. Or down the tunnel.
If you see my companions out there, tell them, whoever's still out there, that we're fine and we're coming.
Hey. Copper's turn. Coppers are going to run up. They're going to be trying to attack the statue, because that's the only way they're going to be able to really get through.
I like to think their AI is malfunctioning and they see the statue and they think it's actually the real Pesh.
There he is!
Yeah. They're not very smart.
Okay. 6 points of damage to the statue.
Can I cast Healing Word on the statue?
No. Healing Word has to be a creature. Mending could work on the statue, but not Healing Word. Okay, so if that's the base HP, then that's its HP after the first one. He's going to move out of the way. That guy's going to make 2 attacks. Where the hell did my dice go? There it is. I was like, not another one. Oh, we're good.
That dice tower is just a portal.
Okay. Another 10 damage. A crack forms along the along one of the arms of the statue.
Oh, no.
And then one more of them is going to be able to make an attack against it. Or make attacks against it. Five, 6, 7... 13 more damage. So one of the arms of the statue breaks.
Shit.
Alright. Eberron, it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna run down the tunnel.
Okay. Okay, running down the tunnel, you see the banner here along the wall kind of fluttering as if it's swaying back into place.
Right. Then I, look under the banner and see the hatch and go down the hatch into the sewers. I didn't hear the shut door moving, so figured the banner's away.
Probably.
Alright. Estasio?
Just further up this building, see if I can find like maybe a ledge that connects the two buildings, or
You get to the top of the building, there's not a ledge or anything that connects the two buildings. There is an archer up at the top of the building. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. You still have Pass Without Trace active. Okay, 30.
so without pass without trace 20, but 30. So yeah, so he don't notice me yet, right? Right?
Yeah, he has not noticed you.
Okay. I'll stay just below the lip so I stay out of his line of sight. And I guess there's no way for me to really cross. I'm just here for the show, I guess.
All right.
Next turn.
Shane. It's your turn in the Dark Lantern.
I see Eberron coming down.
Yes.
Okay. I'll just ask, is Pesh coming? Is Pesh behind you?
Yeah, but he's got a statue.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Well, I'll deal with that. In the meantime, let me go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself a little bit here. I got a little fucked up in all of that. That's garbage. Wow. Level 2 healing. 9 points back for Fane. And actually, let me throw a d6 on top of that as a bonus action. I'm gonna stay here and just make sure that he gets out okay. You go on ahead and find Lorivor and tell, oh, for fuck's sake, tell him we're good. Find the Stasser. I have no idea. That's all I'm doing. I'll stand aside and make way so Eberron can get by.
Then the Dark Lantern. I guess the Dark Lantern will pop up on the table. Pesh has 3/4 cover, but he's going to take a shot at Pesh. He's going to miss.
Rude.
Step back out of the way and order his men to destroy the statue, get it out of the way. Statue probably won't last too long.
I should think not.
Sophie is off initiative. Pesh, realizing that the statue of him is going to be destroyed, will shed a manly tear at its sacrifice and run this way. And he's gonna get over to here and he's gonna be like, where did everyone go? One, two, three,
Pesh,
4.
out here!
Oh, the wall. Oh, there it is. He will get down onto the ladder and start his way down. I guess you can dash.
Close the door!
Oh, yeah, good idea. You hear the sound of the hatch slamming closed behind him.
Maybe a bit more quietly would have been good, but that's good. That's fine. Good job. Come on, let's go.
And are you all just going to be running, or are you planning on doing anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Scarpering.
I'm going to take us out of initiative then, because it's going to take them 2 turns to get through that statue, and then it's going to take them probably a minute or 2, because they're going to search, the closed door that up here first,
Yep.
and then they'll eventually find this, and by then you guys will be long gone.
Hell yes. See, everything came up fine.
As you guys, get down into the maze that is the city's sewer systems, starts with the twists and turns. You meet back up with Gege and Sylphie. That was closer than I'd liked.
That was exhilarating.
Yeah, I thought our original plan was to kind of sneak in and out.
Well, you've helped quite a bit, especially you, Pesh. Holding them off like that. I don't know what you did, but judging by the sounds, they were quite scrambled. I took the liberty of emptying the guild's vault before leaving. They'll waste 10-20 minutes to get all the locks open and just to find an empty room. It's great. However, I figure you deserve some kind of reward for helping us out of that situation.
Of course.
I've got some options. And he's going to open up a bag of holding. Once you guys are far enough away through the maze, he'll open up a bag of holding under a dimly lit light underneath. And he'll pull out 4 items. Or he'll pull out 3 items from the bag of holding. The first one is a full set of plate mail armor. This suit of plate mail armor is fashioned from giant scorpion chitin. The next thing that he pulls out are a set of almost fleshy gloves. The third thing is a long sword made from what looks to be a long bank. Hold on, let me just double check. Yeah. A longsword, the blade made of the scrimshod fang of a giant serpent. And then he'll look down and he'll be like, any of these catch your eye? Rewards we've gotten throughout the years as alternate forms of payment.
So it was a suit of armor.
Yeah, so it's
longsword.
scorpion armor, living gloves, serpent's fang longsword are what he has presented before you.
3 things.
Yes.
Okay.
He's asking if any of these catch your eye. If any of these
Yeah.
interest you.
I don't think there's anything in there that Fane can use, but y'all go crazy. I think Eberron could probably use that sword. That'd probably be sick.
I don't think Eberron has proficiency in longswords.
No?
Eberron's a bard.
That's easy enough.
What
easy
that
enough.
scorpion armor is that like chain or is it?
It's plate mail.
Ooh, okay, nope. He can't use
So
that
are we
either.
back? Are we back as a group, or
Not yet.
are they still in the
So far,
office?
this is the ones that escaped with him that are making the decision, and
Okay,
then
okay.
they can bring it
Yep.
back and give it to you guys if you want. But
living gloves?
I was gonna say
I'll say it
sounds
is.
like
It is a
living gloves
a set
would
of
be-
plate mail armor. He will mention that the scorpion armor, because it's made of the chitin of a scorpion, and it's like black. It's got this purplish black hue. It doesn't hinder one's stealth. It improves combat
Wait,
readiness.
wait. Say that again?
It's plate armor that doesn't impose disadvantage on stealth checks, and improves combat readiness.
Is it a medium armor or heavy?
Heavy.
No, it's definitely
Damn.
heavy.
I think some rangers get heavy armor proficiency. I know all fighters get heavy armor proficiency. What is everyone?
I have medium.
I got medium as well.
Hold on.
I don't even think I have light.
You should have
Bro.
light by
Yeah.
default.
I have light and medium.
That's. Some people have no armor proficiencies.
Really? I thought
Yes.
almost all classes had light by default.
Almost.
What were they
but
called again? What was the armor called?
It's called scorpion armor. But like I said, there are a couple other options as well. There's the living gloves and the serpent's fang.
Yeah.
Sorcerer doesn't have any armor proficiencies. I have light from Warlock though, but I don't think anybody can
Holy
use that one.
shit.
What about the longsword? Does anybody want that longsword, or what do the hands do? The gloves.
Yeah, the gloves are made of thin chitin and sinew. They seem to
Oh, yeah.
pulse with a life of their own. They
What?
gain you an expertise.
Okay, that sounds amazing. No matter what you say,
from
that sounds amazing.
from a certain set of things that you can choose from.
An expertise
So-
is an expertise, sir.
Yeah,
The
so it's-
Wait, what gives you expertise and what?
the living gloves, they require attunement. They gain you proficiency, and you double your proficiency bonus to the check. Or either you choose when you attune, either sleight of hand, thieves' tools, artisan, one kind of artisan tool, or one kind of musical instrument.
Amazing.
Right. Yeah, I already have expertise, but if someone else wants to get,
Expertise in sleight of hand? Hell yeah.
yeah.
Does
That's
require
that's
however-
amazing.
I do have to throw it out there. They are cursed, and you cannot remove them once you put them on.
They're not cursed. They're symbiotic.
Nobody knows.
No?
that.
Symbiotic.
I'll wear 'em.
Sorry, the scorpion
Like their
armor is
attunement?
cursed.
You don't know that.
Yeah. I just looked it up.
Yeah, well, you
the
don't know
curse
that.
on scorpion armor is insane.
But also the effects of scorpion armor is insane.
Oh, yeah.
Like all these are really good items in general. Like I would wear those gloves in a heartbeat. I'll never take them off. I don't think I
Would
would be
use
able
that.
to anyway, but
I would use that armor. Holy shit. It gives you a +5 to initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't damage your dex. And
have
it doesn't
heavy
impose
armor.
disadvantage.
Saving throws
That
made to
I mean,
resist
that's
the effects of
insane.
extreme heat. Like
That's
most heavy armor
insane.
does. Very good options. Very good options. And then there's the longsword that is an extra D10. I don't know if anyone here uses longswords though. So
No.
no, none of us do. I think I know. I
worse-
don't, but
Worst comes to worst, you can just take the scorpion armor, we can sell it, and split the money.
sell it. You insane?
None of us use heavy armor.
yeah, you might pick up a feat or multi-class or something at some
I
point.
guarantee you, for that type of armor, some of us might multi-class. That is a hell worthwhile thing. Those gloves are hella worthwhile. Like, all these items are fucking fantastic.
You get to choose one though.
Yeah, honestly,
And
out of the three, the gloves are like probably the least useful. No, not the gloves, the sword.
Specifically,
sword.
Fane or Erlin can choose one.
Yeah.
yeah,
But either way,
So I'm
all
gonna
of them are
let
good items.
Erlin,
Fane and Erlin decide.
if you took like some fighter levels or something, what are you? Are you just straight bard?
Yeah.
If you took some like
I'll
fighter
bard it
levels or
in.
something, that would be sick. A bar fighter. I don't need any of it. Is there something standing out to you that you want?
The gloves are kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. And like as a bard, like you get expertise anyway, don't you?
Yeah.
Or no?
I'm
Do you
already
get expertise or
able-
you get oh shit. Jack of all trades, and then get expertise on top of that. Would make
to
one of
say
your
something about sleight of
things.
hand going up.
What's
Yeah,
that?
what's your sleight of hand?
I already have a +6 to sleight of hand.
Yeah, I mean you could have more.
But okay, so just to tell you the truth, if you take that do sleight of hand, expertise essentially doubles your proficiency for it. I think, is that correct, DM, or
Yeah.
no?
So, Erlin, you have a +3 in your dexterity. You have a +3 proficiency bonus right now, which is why you have a +6. So if you chose sleight of
Oh, yeah.
hand, because again, it's sleight of hand, thieves' tools, one kind of artisan tool, or one kind of musical instrument. If you choose sleight of hand, then you would you would just get basically add your proficiency bonus a second time. So you would get +9 instead of a +6.
I
If you
do
choose
want to throw
anything
it out
else, you
there.
would get the double your proficiency bonus whenever you make a check with that thing.
Yeah, I do want to throw it out that we have a rogue, me, who has a +11 to sleight of hand already.
Yeah.
You're not there.
However, I will say this, like, just to say this, having more people with the skill isn't a bad thing. So don't let that
No,
fully
no.
color your decision. That is, regardless for anyone, these tools are amazing for anyone. Albeit the
Yeah,
sword, not so much. But again, that could easily be filled with
So the
multi-class if
sword
you
is
wanted
amazing
to.
for anyone who uses a longsword because it's a D10 plus the sword's a D10 poison damage plus the sword's regular weapon with every hit. But
Yeah, but either
okay.
way, do what you think flavorly fits your character. They're all amazing. It's one of those things where, like, just to say it, I know what I would personally do, but each one has their own context and use, and they're all like flat out like I would murder to be able to choose between them. They are fantastic choices.
Anyway, Erlyn, what do you want?
I don't really know. I mean, I guess the gloves. What are all the items again?
it's scorpion armor, living gloves, and a serpent's fang longsword. Or in the serpent's fang.
The serpent's fang seems so sick. I wish someone used a longsword. How hard would it be for me to pick up?
Longsword
Hope
proficiency?
Yeah.
It would be you could
I'd
multi-class
say-
into a class that gives you proficiency in martial weapons. You could take a feat. There's a feat I think called Weapon Master that lets you choose 4 weapons to gain proficiency in. There is a you could train for it. It would take you 250 days or 125 days if you have training from someone who is proficient in martial weapons.
I am also proficient in martial weapons, so if you wanted to go that route, I could train you.
Actually,
That'd
like
be cool.
2, 3 of us are. I know I
Oh,
have
yeah.
martial, and then Pesh should have it too. So multiple people to teach if you so wanted to try to pick it up.
That sounds like that'd be cool. I'd be down for that. Because for now, I just have daggers as a weapon.
So it's between the living gloves or the serpent's fang. Which one are you choosing?
I'll get the Fang Longsword.
Okay, go ahead and add the serpent's fang to your sheet. He'll take the living gloves and the scorpion armor and put them back into his bag. Oh,
Uh,
Oh, you could also just multi-class into fighter.
yeah. So taking a fighter, paladin, any martial, any non-rogue martial.
But damn, you're gonna be hitting hard now. Oh,
Yeah. Cool.
how do they escape, DM?
I guess I've added.
Oh yeah, they're like the Gege and Sylphie. I'll be like, well, looks like we need to relocate. We'll probably try another country. Too much heat in Brayland at the moment. Perhaps Thrain or Ondair would be easier to relocate our units to somewhere nearby. Anyways, welcome back to the guild, Pesh. We'll be in touch, and once we've got a base of operations set up, we'll let you know, so you can swing by.
Excellent.
And they'll lead you guys up out of the sewers, a couple miles away from where you were. Back into the streets of Rote.
Ba, 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 we're the heroes and we save the day. The cops just want us now, but that's fine.
Yeah, so they did see a few of your faces, so there's that.
Worth it.
Ashes. Splits off for a little bit. You know, talk to Sylphie a little bit before he heads back to you guys. As he heads back to you guys, he's like admiring his new glaive. or old glaive, I should say, adorned with emerald scales. Well, that went well.
Could have gone better, but could have gone worse too. I'm glad you're okay, still here with us. Okay, nobody
me
gets
too.
sentimental on me.
Sorry, I was writing something. Or I was in the middle
Well,
of
it didn't
typing
leave,
something.
right?
I had to. Yeah, me too. Well, thank you guys for going out of your way to help me like that.
Are you gonna stay here?
Yeah, I talked
Stay
to Sylvie about it. She's got a lot to do right now, anyways. So, I figure once they've set up shop and settled down somewhere and have a place for me to visit, I said I'd come by.
Oh, so you're staying with us?
Unless you want me to go with them.
No. I want you to stay with us. No, we need you. Goodness, we need you. Happy to have you.
Good.
We should get drunk.
You sure that's a good
Probably-
idea?
Probably
Yes.
outside of the city.
Oh, of course. Yeah, but, like on our ship. We have a ship. We should just have a. We should get drunk.
We were on our way somewhere
Where
when
was
this happened.
Get drunk on the way there.
By the way, where's the saucer and Lorivor? You don't think they got caught, did you?
Oh. We should find a Stasser and Laura.
I don't think they would just leave us. I'm pretty sure they're probably fighting somewhere.
We left them, actually.
I followed the plan.
Well,
Yeah,
yes, and it
after
was-
about 5 minutes, I started heading back to the ship.
Yeah, we should round up the crew.
I probably
That's-
should start wandering after a little bit.
Yeah. Once I'm out of sight of the cops, I drop the disguise self.
Whoa, did you see that orphan turn into Lorvor?
Crazy.
How long would it take for this little wandering spider to find someone?
You would probably run out of wild shape before you found someone. Other than Lorivor, of course. Because you have no idea where these guys went.
Nope, not at all. I mean, technically, wild shape would last, what, 2? Yeah, technically 2 hours
Why would it last
at
2
this
hours?
level. So, features and traits. Alright, pull up the wording on wild shape.
Wild shape. A number of hours equal to half your druid level, I see.
Yeah, so half druid level rounded down. So at level 4, that's 2 hours. And then if I expended another wild shape, I could technically get 4 hours out of it. But right now, if 2 hours doesn't cover it, I will wander as a regular person. Depending on if the 2 hours gets me close enough.
Where are you? Are you just like randomly wandering the streets looking for these guys? Where are you looking?
Like, do I remember? Would I know where? Well, I assume we'd know where the ship is docked, correct?
Yeah, you know where the ship is docked.
Okay, yeah, no, ship is the first bet.
Okay. I'm assuming then, if I'm gathering this right, everyone is heading to the ship.
It sounds like it.
Okay, then you all meet up
I
there.
hope.
A good good meetup point. You guys meet up at the ship. You find that most of your crew is not at the ship because you only paid them for one way, so now they're off trying to find other work and stuff like that.
No.
Oh, that's what
Okay,
I forgot
you
to do.
know.
I forgot to make your wait, did I forget to? Hold on. Did I forget to? Do we have a ship tab now? We do! Ha! We do have the Google Doc. Okay, so yeah, all your standard crew that you hired, because you told them that you were only going to be hiring them to get there, and then you weren't, and then nothing else, have left. You have Althera has stayed.
Oh, well,
So now you
that's
guys
good.
have Erilyn, Orifir, Althera, Estosra, Keble, Pesh, Lorivor, and Fane. Which
Is not enough to crew the ship.
That needs to be F4 to F32, not F5. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you have 8 people. You need at least 15 to run the ship.
Here's a cool question that I have that I'll DM you because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody else.
Okay.
Ooh, secret question.
Secret question.
Secret question. Secret question.
Secret question. Through the mountain.
Through
Through the
DMs.
DMs.
No. Perfect. Secret question. Who are you? Oh. No, not that one. You're
That's
this one.
weird. Wait. You started at 9, right?
Yes.
A little
No.
past.
And the stream
Well,
started at like 9:15, something like that? 9:20?
Something like that.
Something, yeah.
I think it's at 13 when you started.
So why is it saying it was like 9:58 when the stream started?
Didn't you refresh
Because
it?
You're refreshed.
God hates you. You're not going to tell me the answer to that question. I don't know why I bothered asking it. I should know better than that.
I mean, you kind of know the answer because you've experienced 2 different versions of that. So, I can tell you.
Oh, that's right. I did, huh?
Yeah.
That's good.
No.
Okay. So, everybody. You're back at the ship. People are looking for you. So it would be best probably to
probably
leave
get
at some
about
point. But this ship, the Crimson Scorpion, cannot leave without more people.
Okay,
Gotta go
so
hire
they're
some people.
looking for 3 of us.
Yep.
3 of
Not
us were
looking for you.
seen. Yeah, they're not looking for me. They're not looking for Astosra, so we can still move freely and do things.
Yep.
We only need 7 crew. And I would like to pick up a quest or some sort of job that takes us. Where was the town that I was selling the Fool's Blade?
Oh, that was Flame Keep, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Was it the blacksmith in Flame Keep?
Yeah, it was. It was. So I think it was 3,000 gold, right? For that.
Dude, I do not.
I'm pretty sure it was
No,
3.
it had to be a lot more than that because the Fool's Blade is a very rare magic item.
Is it? I thought I could. Hold on.
It was 6,000.
I'm gonna go. Was it 6? Oh.
Yep.
Was it 6,000? Was it that low?
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
6.
That's crazy.
Fuck. I thought it was 3. Shit.
Yep, it sure fucking was.
Where is it? Do I have that written down somewhere?
No,
It was in
motherfucker,
one
I
of
just
the
rolled a
chats.
natural 20 deception to lie to your ass.
Okay.
Natural 27,
No.
yes, it was only 6,000.
It was somewhere
Yeah, I'm
in
pretty sure it would have
one of the.
been. I know it was. It was like most of your stuff. I think it was like 13,000 or 10,000, something like that. Because like 10 to 50,000 is generally the range that you can buy very rare items for if you can buy a very rare item.
Damn.
Very rare items are
Here.
very rare.
Chat was
Oh, I
in it.
found my
It
dice.
might have been 10.
You might be thinking of the Lash of Immolation,
I might be. Yeah.
which was the Fire Whip.
Yeah. I think I am thinking about that.
Because that one's only rares. That one probably would have been like 3,000.
Damn. Well, never mind then.
Let's find crew and get gone.
I believe you guys were going to swing by Arconics, though?
Yeah, we were definitely
Well-
going to Arconics.
Next. But yeah, okay. So the two of you head out into town to get more people. And then you said you also might potentially try to get another quest, another mission. Which I need to scroll up quite a bit to find the quests and missions. There it is. Okay, let me fly there. Okay.
Ah, shit. It wasn't written down, was it?
Yeah. So, you guys go ahead. I guess, are you going to the Adventurers Guild? Because that would make the most sense to get both of those things in one place. Or are you going to multiple different places to try to, recruit and stuff?
Wherever we can get 7 people to crew a ship cheaply.
Adventurers Guild sounds like the best spot.
Yeah. So this is this isn't necessarily like unskilled labor. Most people, in order to join a ship or something, will require about 1 gold a day, unless they have multiple levels. In which case, usually they'll require 2. You can choose to pay them less, but that will, mutiny and stuff like that is possible, or people just quitting because of bad working. So, that's kind of the range that you should be thinking of as far as pay and stuff goes. Go ahead. Can I get one of you to make me a persuasion or performance check?
Nope. It's a 28.
Jesus. Okay.
Plus 11, plus I rolled a 17.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so I just... Damn. You are very successful in recruiting. You find a surplus of people who are, looking for work. Actually, I guess this depends. How much are you planning on paying them?
I don't know what's a good wage, guys. It's like the average wage.
So minimum wage is 2 silver. The average wage for this kind of work would probably be closer to like 1 gold a day. And then if they,
Okay.
have extra skills and they have a degree, they have multiple class levels, then they would be um, more valuable. And you would pay them more likely than not. Because then they would be skilled crew and could do things like operate cannons and all that other
Alright,
stuff.
did we attract any skilled crew?
Again, it depends on how much you're planning on paying them.
For
In the
unskilled
Google
crew.
Sheets, I currently have the base pay rate set to 1 gold per standard crew, and then 2 gold per day for skilled crew. But you can change that. That's just like the default that I set.
Just leave it there. I think that's good.
Okay.
Not that I'm there to input, but that's fair. We'll attract decent people, hopefully.
Yes. So you find a total of 18 people who are willing to join your crew. One of them is willing to join at a higher rate because they are more skilled than the rest.
We found 2?
What? No,
What? Say that again?
So 18 people. 18 total.
Oh, 18. Okay.
Are
okay.
willing to join your crew. One of them
Yeah.
is a skilled person. I have a whole ton of potential skilled people. I just need to
What kind of skills?
Okay, so let's see. 8 9 10 11 11, I think. So I'm gonna roll a d12, see who you know. 11 is not it. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There are 16 total people. I need this like all on one list so that I can just roll on that list. Probably should write that down somewhere, but instead I have it kind of scattered about. But okay. No wait. He's locked behind a random encounter. What was he? Later. Oh wait, I think I do have it written down somewhere. Give me a second. 1,
While we're here,
2.
what proficiency do I need to be a master gunner?
Any if you have martial weapons proficiency, you can be a master gunner. 5,
I do.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have that one. Okay, so
Because I have this open, I'm gonna make 2 recommendations to crewing. So we've got Istosra as a lookout. I can be master gunner, and Thane can be the doctor.
Sure.
So are you
That works
looking
for
for
y'all, I'll
anything
just go ahead.
specifically?
We could probably use either a chef or a navigator. Well, no, quartermaster I think is more important right now. Although we do have Kebble and Pesh who are not applied to anything.
So quartermaster does, you have to have proficiency in jeweler's tools to be the quartermaster.
Cool, then I guess quartermaster is what we're looking for.
Okay. Looking for a quartermaster.
Oh, I can't change. Okay, I'm view only. So I can't make those changes.
How do I...
I just sent you a request to edit.
Oh wait, there it is. Here. Okay.
Changes to cool. Now I can change these. Error. Hunter. I suppose Kebble gets to be the chef if no one has any
Kebble is not
disagreements on
proficient
that.
in brewer's tools or cooking utensils, so Kebble cannot be the
Ah.
chef.
Damn.
Yeah, so the
Never mind then.
prerequisites, if you the prerequisites are in the... Here, I'm gonna re-upload them to here just in case. You don't have to download these, to be clear. Like, I'm not gonna make anyone download extra stuff, but nope. There we go. So in the airship combat PDF has all the prerequisites and more details about what each of these positions on the ship do. For example, the doctor has to be proficient in either the herbalism kit or something, or the medicine skill.
Which I am
And are you-
not.
Okay, so
No.
Fane
No.
cannot kill the doctor.
So Thane cannot do that. Damn.
The
I'm a
lookout
healer, not a doctor.
requires the lookout requires like a spyglass or similar object, which you guys did just get the eyes of the eagle, so that counts. So
Yeah.
If you
So-
are attuned to it, you can use. Because the Isolate Eagle require you to be attuned. But yeah, that, you know.
So maybe. Okay. I could switch to What are the requirements for musician?
Proficiency in at least one. I mean, you guys have Ireland though, right?
I was gonna say,
Yeah, but Erlen's already the captain.
True. So musician,
I mean, I don't have to be the
you have to
captain.
be at least one. You have to have proficiency in at least one musical instrument.
I'm proficient.
Cool. So I am
You also
proficient in that.
increase morale. I don't know why that says moral. Morale
Yeah, I
of
saw
your
that
ship
by
equal to
1
your
d8.
charisma modifier. And then
I'll be
once a
captain.
day, you grant an extra d8 of bardic inspiration on the
I
ship.
do actually have pretty decent charisma.
What does captain need?
Captain. The only prerequisite for captain is that you have at least one stat that's 16 or higher.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I do have hella high charisma.
Also, captain. The person who's the captain is a secondary, I believe, a secondary effect on the morale of the ship, because it's the base, like the recruiting, the base starting morale is dependent on the captain. So the captain and the musician should both have at least decent charisma.
Yeah.
I'm okay with leaving
That's
Erlen as the
okay.
captain.
Well, I'll put Erlen as a musician. I'll be the captain. I'll be a good captain.
No offense, but you have a habit of rushing into random situations that are particularly dangerous.
To be clear,
Exactly.
like outside of the table,
To save my crew.
When's the last time that happened?
To defend and save my crew. That's what a good captain should do.
so to be fair, outside of the table, or like behind the curtain, that is making a decision and then going with it, even if it's not the best decision, saves a lot of time rather than spending 2 sessions planning. Planning is great. Don't get me wrong. But yeah.
So either way, so let's leave it at this. Then we can. Obviously I'll be lookout still, whatever, right? We have 2 people that can. Musician is essentially take 4 if Lorvard keeps it, correct?
Huh?
What are the other skilled spots in the ship?
So the specialist positions are captain, pilot, navigator, chef, shipwright, musician, quartermaster, doctor, master gunner, and lookout. You can have up to 2 master gunners, but only one of all the rest of them.
So lookout's taken, musician is essentially taken. We have captain taken. Oh goodness gracious!
And you don't have to have, a like you can just be a skilled crew. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it just gives you, if you guys end up getting into it gives you a little bit extra stuff that you can do on the ship.
Yeah. Either way, for purposes of hiring, I definitely want to hire a quartermaster. That's what we're looking for right now.
Yeah. Amongst the people that I have, amongst all the recruitable NPCs and everything that I have, see. Any of these guys have proficiency in jeweler's tools? Shoot, I haven't finished that one yet. Mason's tools, not jeweler's tools. What about him? Does he have jeweler's tools? He does. That's funny, because he was actually the one that I was originally going to be like, yes, this one, and then I was like, wait a second, maybe not. But yes, so whilst you are recruiting, one of the people, whilst you're recruiting, you get like 17 people more or less, and then as you walk outside, you see a fairly tall, skinny man with red hair with like black in it. We're just gonna go to characters and load the file. But he's wearing a black outfit that has, how do I describe this? Hold on. How do I describe this outfit? I just uploaded it into characters. So he's got like a jacket with a long tube neck almost that buttons up, blocking his lower face. Around the shoulders, he has a red metal, I don't know what to call that, like almost a necklace where it sits across the shoulders.
There's a word for it. I can't remember what it is.
I don't know. With kind of diamond shaped spikes protruding, fur across the top. Let me actually. Just for the stream. Because I don't know how to describe this, but he's sitting outside the Adventurers Guild as you come out practicing. He takes his stance, holding a longsword in his hand, and he slices up at the sky. And from the tip of his longsword, you see a kind of black slash fly up into the air. And he gets back into the stance and he does it again.
Cool.
There it is. Add source. Add a new source. We're going to call it screen capture temp. Add source. there. Okay. For the stream, this is Barry Kuro. And we're gonna hide that. I'll say you've got like 17 people more or less, if you want to recruit that many. You have up to 17
Yeah,
people
no.
kind of following you out.
No, just the minimum for now.
Just 6 or 7.
6 plus the skilled.
6. So you're gonna try to get this guy. Because this
Might as
guy's
well.
yeah. Yeah, you can tell he's got he's got some skills. Do you approach him at all? He's just on repeat, kind of doing this. Slash.
Hey, what you doing?
Oh, just practicing my swordsmanship, of course. And then he's gonna kind of rub his face, and after he's done rubbing his face, he's like gonna rub kind of under his nose, and as soon as he's done rubbing under his nose, you'll see like as his hand pulls away, there's a mustache there, like one of those like kind of French mustaches.
Okay. You looking to join an airship crew?
Let's see. What's the pay?
Depends on what you're good at.
Well, I'm quite good with a blade. I head into the Adventurers Guild, but
anything else?
I broke their door, and so they won't let me. They won't let me go back in.
You good at anything else? Aside
I've-
from breaking doors?
Good at a great many things. Um,
Such as?
oh, you wanted examples.
Yeah.
I can do some magic. I can. I'm fairly decent at identifying gyms and things like that.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, I'll pull out one of my the diamonds that we got. So what's this then?
You'll pull out he'll pull out a little like magnifying glass, not magnifying glass. It's like a miniature spyglass, right? That the jewelers use to like inspect. It's part of
Loop.
the jeweler's tools. He'll take a look at
Loop.
it. Diamond, pretty good quality. You could probably sell it for at the regular rate. You could probably sell it for like 400, 450 gold.
Good to know. I'll put it back in my pocket.
Of course.
So for the skills you've described, 2 gold a day.
How much is that a month?
60.
Well, there's 28 days in a month.
Oh, 56. I forgot it wasn't 30.
Yeah, it's a month consists of 4 7-day weeks.
Yep. So 56 a month.
Okay. I mean, I could use a change of pace.
I'm aboard then.
Okay, so Barry Kuro has joined as your quartermaster. He is also level 4.
Good to know.
Can you give me an Arcana check? Actually,
Sure. So that's that time. Come on. I don't suppose a 10 is gonna get me
No.
anything.
not a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So he'll head back to your ship.
Hey, real quick, before you leave, I'm gonna pull out the balance of harmony and the 2 diamonds, and I want to cast Detect Good and Evil using it.
Okay, detect good and evil. Remind me the wording on that.
Scale remains motionless if it detects nothing, tips to one side or the other for good or evil, consecrated or evil desecrated. Fluctuates slightly if a creature appropriate to the spell but neither good nor evil. By touching the scales after casting the ritual, you instantly learn any information the spell can normally convey, and then the effect
Okay.
ends.
So detect evil and good, the spell. For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. So let me just. What was that spell? Or not the spell. What was the item again called?
Balance of harmony. I'm just curious. Some
Detect evil and good. Okay, so basically it would tip to one side if it's like a fiend or undead, something like that, and it would tip to the other side if it was like a celestial or
it'll tell me if he's a fiend or
things like
not, at
that.
least.
It doesn't move. It remains motionless.
Cool. Nope. I'll just end it and put
Oh
the
wait,
diamonds back
hold
in my
on.
pocket. Oh,
Hold on. So yeah, so it has to detect one of those things, and then it detects whether it tips to one side if it's good, and then the other side if it's evil. And then it fluctuates
okay.
slightly if it detects a creature appropriate for the spell, but neither evil nor good.
So just nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens because he's not any of those creature types.
Okay. I'll just put it back in my bag.
All right. And do you guys pick up a quest, or are you just gonna kind of go to the next location and wing it?
I'm cool with winging it.
Okay. And you hired 6 standard crew, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Just the minimum we need to run the ship.
Okay. So that is a monthly pay. After you don't have. There we go. You don't have a chef, so
No.
that is after food, like rations paid and everything. You have a monthly pay amount of 602. So 392 for the cruise pay, and then 602, and then 210 for the food.
Yep. So what I propose we all put in 600 into the pot just to start.
Okay.
We need to do
Actually-
another job if you want me to put that much in.
Yeah, I was like,
Jesus, how
we are
much
running
did you
out of.
spend?
Some people did buy stuff from that
I
trade
mean,
ship.
yeah, I did too.
Remember, I bought the Gem of Seeing, so
How much did that cost?
a lot.
I spent like 900-ish.
So, were you guys real quick? We're about to run out of time. So, were you guys wanting
Yeah.
to pick up a job, or were you gonna kind of wing it, see where it takes you? Maybe do like a shopping episode or something next time. Because I know you were heading to Arconics, where the Mirabelle's Mystic Arcanum is and stuff.
I'm all for picking up a job right now. Mostly
I'm fine with
because
that.
I'm pretty much close to broke. Not
Okay.
sure what the other two.
All right. Can we all afford 300 gold?
No.
Okay, how much can you afford?
Maybe 150.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, and yeah. So,
I'm gonna put in
what
300 to start.
are you? Which job are you gonna pick up while you're there? It's Stasera and Lorvor that are present, so they can kind of just take a glance at this bounty board and go, "That's the one that I want."
Let's see.
Did you post it in general?
I posted it in general a while back, but I said quests, and then as I responded to it, I replied to it so that you can click on the original and look at it.
All right, so we can. Oh shit! Is that 1500 GP per person
Which one?
or total? The House Cannith one.
1,500 total. So between if it's just the four of you, it would be, let's see, 750, 375 gold each, and then if you had a fifth person, it would be 300 gold each.
Yeah. It's not.
Which I guess if you're
Really
making the
worth
ship into a fifth person, so to speak, it would be 300 gold for each of you,
Yeah.
and then 300 gold to the ship.
I did see this undead clearance, which does not have a pay amount on it.
That requires you to ask specially for the pay. Do
Because
you?
I'm curious about that. I kind of like the idea of clearing a fort of zombies.
Hey.
Simple work.
As you go to get the information for that, they'll let you know that this is probably the most difficult quest that they have for the silver tiers. The pay is 10,000 gold pieces. And
Jesus.
it's hazard pay.
How does everyone feel about that one?
So very, very dangerous.
I'm cool with it. I do want to pick some stuff up before we get it. Before we actually go take it on.
All right. Well, quest decision.
Yeah. I want to do a shopping trip before we leave for it.
Okay.
What level
well,
are you guys
Quest decision. 5,
7.
6,
Oh.
7.
Or alternatively,
Or 7.
you could take on a story mission, in which case you just have to let me know that you want to take on a story mission. I could.
Do we want to just take on a story mission and save that for later?
Fane, Erlen, thoughts?
Story mission. Yay.
Fane, Audio pal.
Okay, so Fane is
Whichever
neutral.
works. Okay. Story mission then.
Story
We'll
mission. Okay.
save Fort Zombie for later.
So I will. I'll have you guys go to your next location, and then I'll give you the information for the next story mission. Next session. So.
Cool.
And you guys were, if I'm remembering right, you guys were gonna head where next? Because you weren't leaving
Arconics.
Rote immediately. Okay, so Arconics.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for joining me. I will see you all next time. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or anything that you want to do in between sessions or start working on or anything like that. But thank you guys for joining. I will meet you all next time.
All right. Take care.
Bye.